Good day everyone. I am Lahmudin Zainuddin and today I'm going to discuss to you guys the chapter 22, the results exile in the Pitan. So from July 17, 1892 to July 31, 1896 is the exile of Rizal in the Pitan. The steamer Cebu which brought Rizal to the Pitan carried a letter from Father Pablo Pastels, superior of the Jesuit Society in the Philippines, to Father Antonio Obac, Jesuit parish priest of the Pitan. Rizal lived in the house of the commandant, Captain Carnicero. Rizal wrote a poem on August 26, 1892, a Don Ricardo Carnicero on the occasion of the captain's birthday. So, on September 21, 1892, the mailboat Butuan was approaching the town with colored pennants flying in the sea breezes. The mailboat Butuan the heavily tidings that the lottery ticket number 9736 jointly owned by Captain Carnicero, Dr. Jose Rizal, and Francisco Equilior, the Spanish resident of Dipolog, a neighboring town of Dapitan, won the second prize of 20,000 pesos in the government-owned Manila Lottery. So, Pablo Mercado Florencio Namanan, the friar's spy and posing as a relative, secretly visited Rizal at his house on the night of November 3, 1891. He introduced himself as a friend and relative, showing a photo of Rizal and a pairs of buttons with the initials PM or Pablo Mercado as evidence of his kinship with the Rizal's family. Captain Juan Sitges, who succeeded Captain Carnicero on May 4, 1893 as commandant of the Pitan. Rizal denounced himself as the impostor. Then, on August 1893, Rizal's mother and sister Maria arrived in the Pitan and lived with him for 1 year and a half. This is the time that Rizal operated on his mother's right eye. So here is the some activities of Rizal in the Pitan. So as a physician, Rizal became interested in local medicine and in the use of the medicinal plants. He studied the medicinal plants of the Philippines and their curative values. So as an expert surveyor, Rizal applied his knowledge of engineering by constructing a system of waterworks in order to furnish clean water to the town people. Then, in Rizal as a teacher, Rizal exile to the Pitan gives him the opportunity to put into practice his educational ideas. In 1893, he established a school which existed until the end of his exile in July 1896. Rizal taught his boys by reading, writing, languages in Spanish and English, geography, history, mathematics, and arithmetic and geometry, industrial works, nature studies, morals, and gymnastics. He trained them how to collect specimens of plants and animals, to love work, and to behave like men. So Rizal as a scientist, Rizal built up a rich collection of conchology which consisted of 346 shells representing 203 species. Rizal also conducted anthropological, ethnographical, archaeological, geological, and geographical studies, as revealed by his voluminous correspondence with his scientist friend in Europe. As a linguist, he learned the Visayan, Subanum, and Malay languages. He wrote Tagalog grammar, made a comparative study of the Visayan and Malayan language and studied Visayan or Cebuano and Subanon language. So Rizal knew 22 languages. And that's the end of the chapter 22 of Rizal's exile in Dapitan. Thank you for listening.